Every inconvenience the devil tries to set upon your life, God is going to repay you for every sacrifice you made to stay righteous. When you have when you are doing your best to do what's right, there are going to be times where unrighteousness tries to rear its ugly head in your life. You could be doing everything right. You could be doing everything you need to do. And there are going to be things that try to be forced into your life by the forces of darkness. And however these forces of darkness may try to enter into your life, you are going to have to possibly take a short L. And it's not necessarily a L. It may feel like it. You may, man, what? I can't. Sometimes it's best to miss out. Sometimes it's best to be obedient. Sometimes all the time, really. But I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying. Some things aren't for you at that particular moment. You may have to miss out. It may seem like you're missing out. You may have to wait. You may be inconvenienced. You may want something right here, right now. You may have been supposed to get it right here, right now. But you may want to wait because you could see how unrighteous certain things are, and it's just like, you know what? I can wait. It's cool. I don't need this right now. No, I can wait. Sometimes you're gonna have to wait. If something seems a little unrighteous or a lot unrighteous, you gonna have to wait it out for things to get righteous again. When he's around, when they're around, things may not be righteous, but when they leave, we'll be righteous again. Hey man, when certain people are around, sometimes things get a little unrighteous. Sometimes things can get a little corrupt. And I don't mean the dog pound. Shout out to corrupt. Shout out to the dog pound. What up, Snoop? But as far as you wanting to stay on your square and you wanting to do what's right, you'll be repaid for that. You think you may have lost out. You didn't. You think you may be missing out. Missing out on what exactly? You aren't missing out on anything. You gotta keep your soul clean, like Beanie Siegel said. You gotta get your soul clean. You gotta keep your soul clean. Shout out to Beanie Siegel. You gotta keep your soul clean. All right. That's stuck in the back of my mind from him. I'm like, yeah, man. Yo, you gotta get your that like certain things people say, depending on the type of person you are, it'll resonate with you. He said that's something that I've kept near and dear to me because it's only right. You gotta get your soul clean before they blow them horns like the horns. Before they blow them horns like Coltrane. Like what? God will use whoever He wants. And I've even heard some people who went to school who went to school to be pastors and stuff like that. Not to say that's what I'm trying to do or what I'm doing. I just have spiritual talks about God and the Creator and things that I'm interested in. But this pastor or whatever was talking about, he said there's more light in secular music than in some of the religious quote unquote hymns, because some of the religious music is so like it will cause you to have the wrong idea about yourself, in the sense of it's like it's condemning you, or if it's giving you like a false idea about God, or if it's giving you a man-made religion idea about God. You know, some of these songs are some of the songs you don't know what you're singing. And as far, even with the religious songs, some of these songs are keeping you asleep. Let's just put it that way. Some of these songs are keeping you asleep. And not to say the secular music is that much better, but there's more light in some of these secular songs. And I'm just quoting. That's not what I'm saying. I'm quoting what he said. All right. Shout out to Frederick. All right. You got to get your soul clean. You want your soul to be clean. You want to be righteous. You want to do what's right. It's like you're fighting tooth and nail. The devil just keep bringing things. Unrighteous, corrupt people just keep wanting to bring themselves into your life, into your atmosphere, into your world. Well, however these people show up, for whatever reason, you're going to have to turn them back. This person may be able to help you. This person may be the one who's supposed to be doing something for you. If you can sense that it would be unrighteous for you to deal with this person, or if it would not be, or if it would corrupt you to deal with this person because their energy isn't right, their soul is not clean, and not judging anyone, not to be holier than thou, not to say you're more righteous than anybody else. It's just that if somebody is taking themselves in a negative place, is that what you're gonna do? You know what? They're going in this negative place. I'm gonna have them come around me so I could be there too, or I'm gonna have my energy become corrupt because they're corrupt. Nah, definitely don't do that to yourself. Don't lose yourself because of what other people got going on. What other people got going on, that's what they got going on. The hell? Get out of here, devil. Trying to interrupt God's good message. Trying to interrupt this great message here. You gotta do what's right. All right. You can't hold yourself. You can't hold yourself to what other people have going on. You have to hold yourself accountable for what you have going on. Well, you know, I was just riding in the car. You know how many people go for a bank robbery and they're just riding, or they're just the driver and they get their head blown off? Bam! You can see what this person was thinking all over the car. And the same thing could happen to your life by you thinking it's a game and thinking that, oh, you know what, ain't no, you know what, nothing. You know what feels right and you know what feels wrong. If it's wrong, even if you feel wrong for doing what's right, do it anyway. Well, you know, do you care about God, or do you care about somebody's feelings? Do you care about God, or do you care about what other people are going to think of you, or how people are going to look at you, or what people are going to have to say about you? When it comes to God, you don't give a damn about what other people feel or what they say about you, Because number one, it ain't none of your business, and number two, you only care about what he thinks about you and how he looks at you. And according to what you do, you already know how he's going to think about you and how he's going to look at you. So it's best, even though you may miss out on something, or something may not be able to work out for you, or you may not be able to get what you want right here and right now, it's best to just be patient and wait. You think somebody's your friend, you about to hang out with them, they seem cool, God shows you something about them, now you got an ultimatum. This person may have a mansion, this person may have a drop top Rolls Royce Cadillac truck, who knows what they got. But this person could be unclean, this person could be unrighteous, this person could be spiritually corrupt. And yo, you're who you associate with is very important in the physical world and in the spiritual world. Physically, when you're around people long enough, their energy rubs off on you. Energy is contagious. And when you have the wrong energy, you don't even want to have the wrong energy around you. Especially today. All the different energy people got on them. All the confusion in the world today. People thinking it's okay to do certain things when it ain't. It's not okay to be wrong when you know you're supposed to be right. You know there's certain things that are not right, and it's best that you don't partake in them or participate in them. And I mean down to the little small things. Well, you know, no. Ain't no well, you know nothing. Dude, you got to do what's right. You got to have faith that you'll still be okay. There are people right now who are in a situation to where, like Cat Williams was talking about, yeah, we'll give you this amount of money, go to this party. You got to have morals, baby. You got to stand on them things. The other day I saw some famous streamer let somebody put some money down his pants. What in the world is going on there? You better have an extra pair of pants on underneath that. I ain't even talking about drawers. You better have an extra pair and still no. You better have one pair of pants on top of the other pair of pants. So he was just putting some money in between you and another pair of pants. But still, no. Like, where do you draw the line? Where do you say enough is enough? Why couldn't a girl put the money down his pants? Why I gotta be a boy? Why I gotta be a man putting his hands down another man's pants? I think I'm gonna drop that video on programming. They're showing certain things, trying to make you okay with their agenda. Stuff like that is to push an agenda. That's funny. What in the hell is funny about that? What in the hell is funny about that? It's certain things that aren't funny because you gotta become spiritually mature enough. It's God. God has some humor. You don't think God has humor? Come on now. Look at some of these creatures he done made. God, he got some humor. God got some humor. Giraffe, long ass neck, low ass body. God got some humor. That may not have been the best example, but y'all get what I'm saying. God got some humor, all right? He made what's his name? He made he created Don Imus. He got some humor. He puts people like that in his world. He got some humor. Like he now bringing him up. Imagine you get offered a show host job. Would you take a job working with him, or would you not? Me personally, no. I wouldn't take a job working with that man unless I I prayed about it and God showed me that it was okay. But if I didn't feel right about it and it was wrong, it wouldn't be, that might not be a good example, because you could probably work with somebody for a little bit and get a good check and then be out. But still, all right, it's certain things, like, would you work with Don Imus for $1 million? For how long? One day? I'd have to pray on it. But for real though, all jokes aside, don't do anything that compromises your morals for money. It's not worth it. All right, it ain't worth it. As far as like the anything that goes against like your morals or anything that goes against your standards, all right, it's probably not best for you to do it, because you have to think about how you're going to feel about that afterwards. You have to live your whole life. It's certain things that I know we joke around about certain things, but you know it's not good to do certain things. You know it's not. I mean, that was probably a bad example because we work around people that we don't like for money all the time. So, I mean, if it's just working around somebody and that's it, hey, I might have to pray on it. But like, all jokes aside, when you have things that are seriously unrighteous, right? You have things that are, is wrong. You have things that are spiritually corrupt. You have things that goes against the way God wants you to live your life. You know you shouldn't be taking no parts of that. You don't want, if somebody is robbing people, you don't want to go hang out with that person. That's bad energy for you to be around. If somebody is doing something that you're not into or something that you don't want to be a part of, don't, because you need a friend bad enough, don't put yourself in certain situations. Because even if you were to work with someone, like, you still have to be careful, because energy does rub off, and somebody on that level is probably like a witch anyway, so you probably have to be careful. Even if I did pray on that, God would probably say no, because putting some thought into it and thinking about it, he's probably not probably, but dude's a warlock. You know, that dude's definitely got some demonic energy. All right, he has hatred towards God's people. Disrespected those beautiful athletes like that. I cannot wait to go to a WNBA game. Oh my God. What? Have them Amazonians fighting over your main man, Druuill. What? Let me go, man. Y'all, if I go to an NBA game, y'all may never see me. Man, I may not. What? Y'all ain't gonna never see me in a hotel again. What? What up, y'all? Yo, whose torso is that? Don't worry about it. What's that long ass person standing behind you? I said, don't worry about it. The person got a nice shape. They look good, but what in the world is this tall, lengthy person? That girl taller than you. That ain't the only thing that's taller than me. That she's taller than me. Her there's a lot of things she got that's taller than me. All right, so, and we ain't even got to say all that. We that's between me and her. Don't you worry about it. That's between me and my 50-foot tall bae. Ain't that right, bae? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You know them WNBA players don't sound like that. Well, I've been finding one that do. Shout out to the WNBA. Shout out to the. My hand was on my heart. Shout out to the WNBA. God knew what he was doing when he. Ooh wee. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with an Amazonian. Okay, if you 7'5", send me an email today. I know I got some girls that play the WNBA that watch my channel. All right, if you 7'5", if you 8'2", girl, holla at Druuill. Send me a what? I'll let you. You could dunk on me, baby. Send me an email today. Ah, I might even let it happen. Ah. If it's unrighteous, all right, stay the hell away from it. If it's not going to do you any good, stay away from it. Don't put money over your morals. All right, the money may be good, but guess what? God is good. The money may be good, but guess what? Doing what's right is even better. You could pass up on something, and God will give you much more. Opportunity might be handed to you, and it could be straight from the devil himself. Straight from the devil himself. All right. Be careful. Make positive moves. Put yourself around positive spiritual people. Put yourself around positive-minded people. Not just positive-minded people, but positive spiritual people. You want to be around people who have a cleanliness to their spirit, a cleanliness to their aura, a cleanliness to their mind. Somebody that's got a good mind, somebody that's got a good heart. Those are the people you want to be associated with physically and spiritually. You could be hanging out with someone and spiritually they got stuff going on that you don't even see. Now it's affecting your energy, causing things to pop up in your reality. What the? Definitely don't need that happening. So, and you never know what spirits people have on them. It could be something as simple as just not letting somebody do something. Nah, you can't do that, homie. No. It may be as simple as not having somebody change your tire, not having somebody vacuum your car, not having somebody whatever it is. If God is telling you no, you better listen. If God is telling you no, if God is telling you no, you should listen. All right? And you know when he's telling you no, because you get a feeling that you either shouldn't do something, or this isn't something you should do. This is somebody you need to get away from. You're going to get a feeling of anxiety. You're going to get a feeling of paranoia, like, you know what? But nah, it's just nothing to be paranoid about. That's your intuition. That's your higher self sending out some responses to your body for you trying to signal you to get the hell up out of there, or get this person the hell up away from you. So all jokes aside, no, don't take the money to work with Don Imus. All right? Don't take money to work with awful, terrible people. Forgive me for that. It's not worth it. Being around people, you pick up their energy. You could turn into somebody that you're not. Being around someone, you start to pick up who they are, start to possibly become them. and you don't want to lose yourself. It's like the person who wants to fit in a group so bad that they lose their own identity. Now they're picking on people. Now they're talking bad about people. Don't put yourself in situations that you don't want to be in, especially for financial gain, because you're going to end up having to be around those people and accept what they accept, possibly, in a situation like that. So yeah, don't just take anything. Don't just accept anything. And always wait, always be patient. Don't just take what's there just because it's available, or because that's the person who can do it, or because that's the only person to do it. Maybe you have to wait. Maybe you have to come back another day. Energy is transferable. Negative energy is real. Spirits are real. Some people have spirits on them. Some people's energy is carrying evil spirits, demonic spirits. You let them in your area, if you let them in your aura, your energy, then that stuff's gonna rub off on you, and you don't need that. All right, so thank you for watching this video. All jokes aside, please do what's right for your best interest, and please do what's right for the sake of righteousness, and for God, because he loves you and he wants you to do what's right. All right, so thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay righteous. Peace.